Right.
Yeah, I want that gift with purchase, to be honest.
Yep. It says we are live. How are y'all doing today? We are already starting. Thank you, Mark, for hopping in here early because I was late getting here. Yeah, so we were talking about and debating a little bit before the show where this talk was about whether you've already ordered some new stuff you wanted or do you wait until the 6th and risking that it's in stock. So what are you guys doing?
I'm waiting.
Who's waiting?
I'm waiting, and I already saw that the teal dragon from Ninjago is sold out, back ordered on Shop at Home, and today's the first day it's out. So we'll see how that's working out.
Yeah. So I almost bought that one. Uh-oh, we lost Rich again. I almost bought that one online today. I went ahead and purchased the dragon horse jet thing,
the white one,
and the space miner 3-in-1 robot.
Oh yeah.
And what was the other name? The red rocket bad guys, the ship from Monkey Kid that looks really cool. I got all 3 of those coming. So I went ahead and ordered them because I was like, I don't want them to be out of stock. So
didn't want to play the game.
Didn't want to play the game. And with my birthday coming, no. My birthday coming, I may be getting some scratch to buy, so I can buy more.
So I'm waiting, but for different reasons than you. So I've decided on a project that I need to get done by November, and I was kind of going to use Lugbolt to do it, but then having more thought about it because it's a mosaic, and
what I got,
because it's a mosaic, and I started thinking about all the tiles or the 1x1 round tiles I need, and then I started looking at the sets that they come in, and I'm like, it's going to be easier if I buy 3 mosaic sets to get like 90% of what I need. Now, Brickania, for those of you who are they actually had parts that I need, but it wound up actually being cheaper to buy them through Bricks and Pieces than it was to go to Brickania. So even with their
Brickina.
Yeah, but it's going to be a month and a half before you see it.
Exactly. Well,
versus the German efficiency of Brickina sends out 2,000 part order. They pack it up in 6 hours.
But all I really needed from them was 1 part, but 1,600 of them. And it'd just be easier for me to just do Bricks and Pieces through 8 different orders, and it still ends up being cheaper.
And Bricks and Pieces flat shipping is only $3 too.
Exactly. Now, granted, unfortunately, the part I need, Bricks and Pieces will only let me order 200 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still $11 plus $3 shipping for those 200 pieces. It's still cheaper than going through another Bricklink store, or even Brickania. So,
somebody is here.
Somebody say mosaic?
Yes.
Yes, we did. Well, Hafner, you probably have you have an invite. Pop on in here, man.
But needless to say, I'm going to get 3 of those giveaway with purchases because I'm going to order 3 different mosaics, and each one of them will give me a GWP, hopefully. Now the question is whether those sets will be in stock or not, or if I have to go into their store.
So what is?
I'm figuring out going to the store Saturday.
Yeah,
What was gift for purchase?
It's
it's an Amelia Earhart.
Oh, I know that one. Dude, let me call Jamie. I need one.
It doesn't start until the 6th.
He'll get it.
That's right. Why do you think they delayed it from the 1st? Do you think because they got hammered, or that just what the game they wanted to play?
No, I think video is the reason.
Oh,
I think they're trying to sell some stuff with hype.
Yep.
They know stuff's been selling out at the beginning when it comes in, right? And so adding that extra incentive, I went to the Lego store the last time sets came out, February 1st, and they had gifts with purchase at the same time, but they sold out of the sets that morning, and then they got more in a week later. So I think they're trying to spread the demand out and have fewer disappointed people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
You also think about it before you do that. The other thing with gifts of purchase are to draw people into the store or to making a purchase. If they're already excited for video, they don't need an incentive. So delaying it a week is logical for them.
It's to increase the price. Or ticket cost. So the total amount of money you spend, they want to increase that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when the video, flames or ice over in a week.
And the brand new Ninjago set. That hype.
I'm sorry. I watched it go. He went over. The camera fell. That was funny. I'm sorry.
It's sitting on a box, and I'm moving stuff around, so I knocked it off.
Will said that his store was quiet this morning, so the run on Vidya didn't happen. Is that what you're saying?
Too quiet.
I would not be surprised by that.
I think neither. I think Ninjago would be the bigger draw.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys weren't there for the new 2021 Spring Friends sets?
Well, let's see now.
I mean, the colors are awesome.
When I went by my Target, they were stocking, and I didn't have enough time to loiter around to see if something else was coming on the shelf. But I did see some of the new Friends, maybe, and I saw the new dots, those little box kitty cat looking things that you put things on. They look like the dice from the old games, which is weird.
Yeah, they're just a little bigger.
And I saw the new bunny thing that you can build with the paper ears, kind of that series of little boxes.
Now, where are yours?
And let's see. But then I did notice. Hey, Mark. I did notice the spot where they have marked for the 3-in-1 robot that I ordered, but it wasn't in the Target. It might be now that they've been shipping it out. So
Go ahead and open it.
Look, you can go snorkeling. Look at there.
Ooh.
And this was $20, right?
Yeah. I did it for the entertainment value, but this robot guy looks kind of cool. He has robotic sideburns. That's kind of neat. So anyway, all right. So oh, there you are. That's the thingies. I saw the thingies at the thingies there. Yeah, that's cool. But neither one of those have that new curve piece, right? That kind of goes around the edge of that box. You have one? Oh, she has one.
I think we looked into it, and it does fit over some existing Lego curve pieces. Yeah, because in one of Will's mocks, he lined the box up with curves.
That's cool.
So that's good utility.
Cool. All right. Ooh, is that a new piece? That's just a round plate here. Oh, there it is.
Very
It's
nice.
built.
That's pretty cool. That's like X-Pods, but dots, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's Friends. It's empty.
So, I mean, is that what it is? You just build the box on the outside and there's a little environment on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
It's just not a lot of parts.
No, they're not. The friendship boxes was a way better deal that you'd build the box.
Yeah.
Shaped because it came with a lot of brick, and then it would come with all of this inside of it. So.
And they got a lot of discounts too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just go ahead and call it. Lego is lapping themselves and making a former mistake, which is they are making useless plastic. They are making boxes that will end up in a bucket. They can creatively be used, and I see some of these pieces. I'll show them in a second. They could be creatively used, but that's bucket filler. That's when she gets older, that box is going to be in there, and the 15 cool pieces that was in the set will then maybe be used in something else. So that's my verdict on that. So
I mean, they've done multiple versions of that, because didn't they do these little pods too?
Oh yeah, for all kinds of different
For all
things.
sorts of weird things.
yeah.
And there's the arcade machines in
Yeah.
Ninjago right now.
Now the arcade machines, people are using those. They're making those into like little vendors for their.
Yeah. You could. I mean, they have studs on them.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could make maybe a cool mock and use this as the base and just build a big bird out of it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Now,
like,
Mark's
you
got
can't
them.
use 10 of them.
The OG of those, though, the X-Pods, man, those are useful. You could make tons of stuff out of that stuff.
Well,
And it had plenty of points.
There's also the dinosaur containers that have that little sort of rocky crater piece on top. And actually, some of the Bionicle lids are
I
useful.
was going to say, don't forget the old Bionicle.
That's right.
Good Greebles.
Will's going to be all over us.
What about that video? Because it has that big translucent box on the front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want those.
It's you could get two and make like Elton John glasses. It'd be really cool.
Well, I was thinking of making a really cool, like mid-century modern, kind of more of like a 60s kind of like pop art skyscraper with the windows pointing out and stuff.
Oh, I'm totally making like this is a window for some guy, and this is like space tugboat or something like
So what are the connections on that piece, Chris? How do you connect that?
that. I don't know yet. It has these big. I don't know what the connection is. I just know that this is a big plus. That's a joke. I don't know.
Listen, Mark, you're going to have to get rid of him.
All right.
Is it 6x6?
It is the box. 1, 2, 3.
I think it's bigger than that.
It's 8x8, and this is a cool piece. Look, this is just a flat. I don't know if this is new or not. It's a flat. I mean, it's just nothing else but a plate, but it's rounded on the.
Ew, I want to say that it is new.
New
I don't
to
think I've
me.
seen that before.
Yeah, it's new.
That's
cool.
new.
What set number do you got, Chris?
I have set number. Oh, there it is 43107. I've got that one, and I've got the other one. I got the two robots basically.
Nice.
So what you're going to do is looks like you build. There's instructions to build 2 or 3, like the greebly part on the back, and all this kind of stuff. But the robots are kind of neat. All right, I'm gonna put those together. We didn't go around the room. If you got something to share, say, hey, I got something cool to show, and we'll show it, or we'll just talk. One or the other.
I've been working on my bricks.
Oh, are you going to show it off, or is it a surprise?
I guess I could show it off how it is.
By
now.
the way, I have secured a judge for our contest.
Okay.
He has been on the show before. He's quite successful in the field of Lego. So
I'm going to say Tyler.
I'm
I
not
was gonna
saying.
second that.
I think
I'm
so.
not saying.
I'm going to say Boone.
I'm gonna not say Boone because we know Boone's building something.
I like that.
Oh.
So probably Tyler.
Not good.
You
luck.
never know. Oh, here's a new piece. Oh, go ahead. Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah. I saw that on Bricks and Beer. I love the the sausage.
Did you sacrifice some of the plant parts or the bouquet sand green parts on the back?
For which? On the back.
Right there, the octagonal thingies.
No, there's no octagonal thingies on this. This is hot dogs
Yep.
and
Oh,
telescopes.
Gotcha. Because I thought you were using
What did the orange piping come in?
Mars mission, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. I don't own any. I was just surprised to see it. So
Very old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought you
Already
were
in the back, I guess. So,
All right, Dan, I have a question for you, though.
yes.
Your trans color, what color is it?
Right now, it is light blue, while I try and find a box that has a clear one. I have to crack something open.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you're like me, but there are many times where I am starting to
Turquoise.
I love it. I have to cannibalize an old mock to build on a new one. So I have started cannibalizing the old Space Queen family truckster that I built 15 years ago. Grandma's still riding on top, by the way. So this is getting scrapped along as
I thought it was this part right here.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, it's actually a round 4x4 round brick.
Yeah. And then I've had to pull these. I had to buy a second set of the bouquet for these.
Yeah, I mean those sets are totally worth it for the parts. There's everything in it is great. I was on Bricklink the other day and somebody was selling the pink frogs that come. It's what, like 100 of them in the set. And they were selling them for like $1 each.
Jeez.
It's like that set doesn't even cost $100. Like
they were on Bricks and Pieces briefly this week because I bought some.
they didn't last long, did they?
Probably not.
Hey, so here's the fig from this robot guy, and he's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to close up or not here, but he's got the little equalizer hair or mask going on there, And he's got 2 arms that hold his microphones on the side, which is pretty hilarious. And he has sideburns. I'm sorry, my focus is not working. Oh, I can tell you why, because my main camera is not on. But anyway, he's pretty fun. Let me switch my camera.
So the hair and the visor are one piece?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get a stud on the back of it, too. I'm going to swap out my camera here. Hang on.
Riveting content, Chris. Riveting content.
Hi, Chris. Hey, it's Mark.
Mark looks in focus.
He does.
Well, I can recommend the built-in camera on a MacBook Air. So, hooray!
Absolutely.
Nope, I hadn't fixed it yet. Thank you.
Okay, well, while Chris is getting himself sorted out, I'll show you my ship here that's just about done.
It's looking awesome.
My VTOL. The engines rotate like that. So it can fly fast, and it's got a laser. Pew pew pew. Oh, that's awesome. Got the engines rotate. Got a little tail stabilizer jet on the back, so it can hover. It's got some authentic spindly Giddens class landing gear on it.
Amen, bro.
And it even has an old Gray Bricks tradition of having funky colored hands on your pilot.
Yes.
Yes, that's awesome. You jerk.
Hey,
Oh,
these bouquets, just put them back together.
Yeah, I can't. We can't. Our bouquet is actually an honored thing in our living room now. Mel loves it. It's there. It's real flowers. I can't touch it right now. So
there's mine, but that's not the sacrificial one. We bought a sacrificial one.
Well, if you can find an extra, I'm sure that would have been.
I mean, we only found it because Brian went to the Lego store for something. Oh, to get the Porsche, and he said they had an extra bouquet.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been looking so hard for that. I've been looking for that in the bonsai tree, and I still can't find it.
I mean, we lucked out. The bouquet, I had to. Oh, there you go. The bouquet was like on super. It finally took super back orders or something. It took like a two or 3 weeks for it to be in stock.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
All right,
Like creepy microphone arms. Oh, that's a cute face.
Nice.
His robot sidearm. But the cool thing about his helmet here is that it has a stud on the back.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty neat.
Nice.
What's the helmet look like on backwards? Could be a good Cyclops.
Yep. Oh, wait. I'll turn around. Actually, it is pretty cool.
That's where the port goes.
Yeah.
There we
Nice.
go.
That's cool. All right. I'll show more things. Y'all continue to talk amongst yourself.
I had no idea the bouquet had gone that far out of stock.
Yeah, it took me forever to get it. I mean, I was going to order it. What was I waiting for? I don't remember what I was waiting. I was waiting for something to be released. I think it was like the Chinese New Year set. And I'm like, oh, I'll order them together. And by the time I went to go order, I think the Chinese New Year set, because they came out a little later, the bouquets were like, they weren't even until you could order it. It was like infinite back order, or like out of stock.
Yeah, the same thing. I keep contacting my Lego store now for the Chinese New Year sets, the bouquet set, and the bonsai tree. Those are they still don't have them.
Hey, Maddie, I had to order one of the lantern set. I had to order that on Amazon.
Oh, I just worried
an hour, and then they were bought out.
Yeah, I am worried that they're not going to restock them because they haven't even put back order on them. You know.
Yeah, I got sick of it. I got the story of, was it called Neon? I got Story of Neon, but I still couldn't get the lantern.
Lantern.
And then Brian just had an alert for it on Amazon, and it was back in stock for an hour. We just had to be quick.
I'm just gonna have to do Amazon then. Yeah.
It's in stock because it will show other sellers that are upcharging it. You've got to be careful.
There are also some small toy stores selling it.
Yeah, I found it at a weird toy store because at my store the manager's like, you'll probably be able to buy it in like April or something. Because last year we only had a few of the Chinese New Year sets, and then we finally got those like when quarantine stopped, so it was bad.
Oh, the Chinese New Year sets though I love, and I wish I would have bought the Dragon Boat Race and the Chinese New Year dinner. That would have been a mistake.
You couldn't get the New Year's dinner in the States anyway, could you?
No, I was living in
In
China
Asia.
at the time, so I would pass
Oh.
by it like every day.
Yeah.
And when I left China, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have so bought that, and I never did. But
I ended up
Finished it.
getting the Chinese dinner, New Year dinner from a cousin in Taiwan. Anyway, I could do it.
Yeah.
So I think we talked about this last time, talking about like Monkey Kid and some of those sets. I don't know about the specific, the Chinese New Year kind of things, but the Monkey Kids are not doing well in Asia. Is that right? Or that's what I heard.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard nothing.
I think
No.
there's a huge competitive market in Asia for Lego that's cheaper, And
Because
I
all the
think,
fake stuff.
yeah, because there's a lot of fake stuff. Oh, yeah, and I know that a lot of the people that I know who were doing Lego in China, which was very few, like they would buy it for their kids, they would buy them the fake Lego because their biggest complaint was real Lego was more expensive.
Yeah, I would think they're really only targeting to that small demographic that has to have the authentic, like the people who are buying the real iPhone in China, the real Apple stuff, like the real label, not the knockoff label.
Right.
And I don't know how big that market is.
Hey, so I want to thank Will Hafner. Last time he was on, he was talking about the searching for a particular item on Bricks and Pieces. And so I started checking every day, and I meant to check at night before I go to bed because I'm a late night person, and I forgot. So first thing in the morning, I checked on the reindeer from the Christmas set, and lo and behold, it was available. So I immediately told Dana, who's on our group, and Shannon, who's another local person who I know wanted more reindeer. And the three of us all ordered off of Bricks and Pieces in a span of like 10 minutes. So we each have like a dozen or eight to a dozen reindeer on their way to us. So
It's
we're
good
going to be
stuff.
reindeer fat and happy at our house. That's
It'll
right.
just take like, what, 6 weeks to get there?
That's
So they
right.
update what, daily?
But I have a
Christmas is a
theory.
long ways away, so we're good.
But I have a theory on Bricks and Pieces. The
Uh-oh.
more complicated your order is, the longer it takes.
I think so too.
I've had a really complicated order like ship in like 2 days, so I don't know.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, right.
See what's in stock.
Pre-COVID or post-COVID?
That was post-COVID.
Huh.
Now there was a time there was a small window. I want to say it was like early spring last year that I had a Bricks and Pieces order ship really fast too. But since
within the last,
it's gone like crazy. But since
Like
I only
April
ordered,
around?
yeah. But so I just ordered just the 8 reindeer in one order. So I'm going to see how fast that shows up. And I also just ordered 200 1x1 round tiles or round plates in dark brown. And I want to see how fast that shows up because it's just one part of 200 of them. So
I made a big order in January and then a small order like 2 weeks later, and the small order shipped first.
yeah, yep. That's leaning towards that. The more complex your order is, it goes to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know Matthew and I both typically order like really large, complex, lots and lots of parts, but maybe like 10 to 20 of each piece, and it seems like those take 6 to 8 weeks average.
Here's a question for you, Mr. Ambassador.
You say those.
I'm just curious if Lego will black flag. I'm not saying I do this, but I mean I can imagine somebody being like, "Oh man, reindeer! I gotta buy them from my Bricklink store," and like buying 200 of them and putting them on Bricklink when they get them.
Matthew, do you remember what the limit was on the reindeer?
I don't know because I wasn't trying to hit that number.
It let me get 28. So I'm assuming it's max, like all 200. If you want to spend $1,000 on reindeer, but
Right.
I mean,
Well,
Or just in general, if you can get a good deal on parts like that, because I know obviously the Log event that shall not be named, obviously it's very poo-pooed if you're putting that on a certain Lego platform to resell. So I just imagine, I'm curious if Lego like flags you if you buy them pieces when it's a good deal or certain parts.
So I'm gonna
Bricklink.
I'm gonna use a little Kevin Hinkle and a little conspiracy theory debunk at the same time. I think that Lego, while they do own Bricklink now, and they do have access to certain demographic information and certain sales information and what people have inventory, unless someone's making a stink about it and someone's actually going out and looking, they're going to let it fly. Because as far as
they're getting out of it from Bricklink some demographic information, and they're selling it more.
They're getting a profit, yeah.
Yeah, because if you think about it this way, they've already gotten their money off the first sale of the reindeer.
Yes.
So if I go in and I spend $1,000 and I grab that many reindeer, they've gotten $1,000 from me. If I go ahead and put those on my Bricklink store, and I am a big seller who I actually have to pay fees because I do that much sales, they're now getting icing off the top. Mm-hmm. So I really don't see them having a reason to police it and stop it unless somebody goes in there and says, hey, these guys are ripping you off because they're actually making more money off of this part than you are. And, creating like I can only use the goats, for example. Say they released another set that had the goat in it, and somebody in Germany went in and scooped up 1,000 of them and was selling them for $5 a piece or something crazy like that. I can see parents going, my son wants this goat that he's never been able to get, and it's now available in this set. And you got people out there who are gouging it for like 4 or 5 times the price of the set that the part comes in. And it might give Lego a reason to go looking into it. But we're talking about a perfect storm for them to go down that path. And I just
otherwise it's like they're gonna pay someone to be a detective.
Exactly.
To look for
I don't know. There was the orange spaceman debacle of 2020.
Right, but if you think about it, all that we saw was they took it off of Lug Bulk 2021.
They ruined it for the rest of us.
Well,
and the orange spaceman wasn't available on Bricks and Pieces, right? And it wasn't available except with a book.
Correct.
Right.
So I think part of that was just like maybe it was a mistake the first time. Someone realized it too late.
It was an error with a DK because they had the license for the fig and Lego wouldn't sell it. So I think that's the reason. Because you'll never get any of the weird Batman things.
Yeah, they're not supposed to get anything licensed on there, but sometimes it slips through.
Now, Kevin had brought up at one point in time because the fact that the Orange Spaceman showed up on Bricks on Lug Bulk, and it came in the book. The fact that we saw it on Lug Bulk kind of meant that it was possibly going to show up somewhere else, and that is a freaky tile. Even though we can't get a focus,
I'm trying to. It's like he's vomiting. It's a fig going. Ah!
That's beautiful.
Kind of looks like a blurry vomit because of your camera. But.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway, here.
That's just to protect our sensibilities.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, and he's vomiting bling, or he's excited about bling,
or he's vomiting.
That's disturbing.
Or his mind's blown in some concerning manner.
Or those.
So Jake is over here building the other one. Here's the other fig. Actually, this fig I like a lot. I can see him being some sort of ice planet thing or something.
Is it the pearlescent dude? Yeah,
that's the dude I want.
That guy's super
so
cool.
good.
Yeah,
look at the printing on the side of the arms and legs though.
So good.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. There's no. This is just a solid piece of noggin plastic. There's no minifig face underneath it. So.
According to the email I got today, he's an alien, not a robot.
Correct. That's supposed to be an alien.
But an alien can also be a robot, so
cough, Daft Punk ripoff.
Right? Rest in peace, Dad. Well, hey, that got these two guys together is the Lego memorial to Daft Punk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Got your silver and your gold.
Okay, but Meredith, one of the guys in Daft Punk wore a helmet that was a ripoff of the Muspida anime from Japan from the 80s.
That is true too.
While we're talking about ripoffs, let's
Hey,
all right, push him up, man. Come on now.
What was the 80s?
Oh yeah,
the guy who did what's the guy who did Heartlock, Captain Heartlock? the anime from the 70s and 80s. He did a bunch of them, and he was the one who did the animated Interstellar 1999 videos.
Yeah, Captain Harlock.
They paid the homage back.
Probably.
I want to come back to the point about Bricklink, which is that when I worked at the retail store.
Point of order.
I tried to talk, but he wouldn't let me. So.
We're sorry.
Who's speaking on your MacBook?
They're really not sorry.
I'm not on my MacBook. I'm on my desktop because I'm mosaicing.
Professor Matthew, we have to interrupt your lecture. Somebody's got to get to bed, so.
Oh, already?
Already.
Bye.
We got up at 5:45 this morning, so.
How many people are in favor of later bedtime? Raise your hand.
Nope. Me.
As a parent, I am not.
The schedule is everything. Don't mess with the schedule.
Sorry, Dan, you got outvoted.
Democracy
Good night, everybody.
rules.
Bye. Night.
Okay,
Right, go ahead, Matthew. I'm sorry.
So when I worked at the store, we would have people that we knew were scalpers, and they would come in the first day of the new set, and they would try to buy multiple copies, or they would bring their friends to buy 5 copies of things. And my manager would just be like, "Sorry, 1 per person or 1 per family," and stuff like that. And I've talked about this on a couple of forums, and people got really upset that Lego would limit their ability to buy 5 copies of a new set. And I said, well, it's in Lego's financial interest to be known as the place that you can go on the first week and find the set. They are a retailer, and they're building a brand as the place to go to buy Lego sets. And if I, a scalper, were to show up and clear out their stock and put it on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, I'm shifting the consumer demand to this other platform, and that's actually contrary to Lego's business model.
Yeah, as a former Lego manager for a store, that's exactly right. It's not just about the money; it's stuff that's languishing in the stock room that you can't get rid of, that you want to sell in mass quantities. Not the new stuff that's come in the first day and sell the whole thing out to one person.
Yeah, did I tell you all what happened to me with the spring lantern set? This day it came out, I was waiting in line before the store opened to get it for my son for his birthday. And I was the 5th person in line. And somebody called into the store before they opened and reserved a copy, and they only got 5 copies. I couldn't get one.
Like, now you won't ever go back, see?
I might go to a different location once I heard that was a store-by-store policy.
Yeah. Well, that's you as a store manager, you can say, yeah, I can hold it for you for a very limited time because we don't have that many or not at all. But that's baloney that you have a customer that comes in and wants 1 of 5, and there's only, the 5. I've called in and said, I hope that you have these in. How many did you get in? And they have, as a consumer, they have a whole case, and the case is like 20 of them. Okay, great. I'll come in as soon as I can and get one.
Yeah.
But you don't want them to hold that for you, because that's, that takes away from the pleasure of anybody else coming into that store and has a reliable contact with the brand retail experience and gets their set.
So let's flip that out to the reindeer. Lego is not trying to build a brand name of people can go on Bricks and Pieces. Bricks and Pieces is basically a pain in the butt that they offer to their hardcore fans. They do not advertise Bricks and Pieces. They make it hard to find on the website. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if I were to have bought 28 of those things and listed them on Bricklink, are they going to get upset about that? My hunch is they don't see that as their core business. They don't see me as competing with them for their core business. I could be wrong, but that's my hunch.
But they also don't want to take away from what they're using to support people who have broken pieces, or missing pieces, and those are coming out of the same warehouse, the same service. They don't want to bog that down.
Well, if you think about it, when you log into Bricks and Pieces, one of the first questions they ask is, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you trying to replace a piece? Are you trying to buy pieces, missing piece? Because I think they have, if they were smart, So this is a question of whether they do this or not. But I'm sure that they have certain sections that there are certain quantities reserved specifically for missing sets.
Yeah,
I think there may
They'll
also be parts that you can get replaced, but you can't buy.
They'll
Correct.
have like Star Wars minifigs, like Darth
Right.
Vader's torso, because your set didn't have that. You put like the code in the back of the instructions, and then they'll let you have that, but you can't buy that, right? So I believe there's probably different places for that. But
You are absolutely correct. Because I know I've gone and looked for. It was in Ninjago, one of the Ninjago sets. There was somebody who had like a Blacktron or it was an Mtron shirt underneath like a flannel or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can get that in bricks and pieces. And you could only get it if you could prove that you had bought the set. And I don't know whether it was you had to have like a code in the back of the instructions or a receipt or something like that. But it was only limited for if you were missing it versus me going in there and trying to buy 20 of them.
Yeah, and you were only going to be able to get one.
Yeah, there's been a couple times where there's been a couple pieces that are like, how many do you have the set? And it only lets you have the number that was in the set or, limited. That's been in and out, but I think what they just do now is just don't make it available.
For example, because like I got dark brown 1x1 round tile or plates. And when I clicked it to the 200 and I tried to add another one, it came back and said you can only buy the maximum amount that are in that set.
Yeah. Okay.
So I thought that was interesting.
Well, of course, I pulled up the Porsche today on the bricks and pieces, and all the pieces I wanted not available, not even close. So
it takes
Are they all
$0.00.
Yeah, $0. Yeah. What was that, Will? What were you saying?
It takes quite a long time for pieces to get on there. Like there's still stuff from things that came out in January that are like 0.00. Sometimes they add pieces instantly. Sometimes they add it before it's available in the region. Sometimes it takes like 3-4 months.
I'm just hoping that they're going to add them and that those zeros don't mean they're never going to show up on bricks and pieces. There are some parts I really want to get my hands on.
Yeah,
they're still showing 0.00. I also still need reindeer. So you guys are just checking it every morning?
I've been told that it updates at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. So, yeah,
I might be awake then.
All right. By the way, here's some new pieces to me. I don't know if y'all have seen these or not. And it's like a wheel hub cover. Is this from? Is that from car recently? I don't know.
Yeah, it's in the Speed Champions dark or blue Corvette or something with printing on that though.
That's cool. And that's from the NASCAR car, right? That looks like a NASCAR car.
One of them, I think. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
And then this new dish kind of thingy right here, this dome, is in a friend set, and it's in black. And it actually has the ability to pivot on that new little white kind of pivot point piece and everything. So that's kind of a new piece as well. Pivot. So Jake built the other box, and here's the green one here. So this is what you do. You build the inside here first, and it's got these flappy doors here, and you put some of the little pieces on there and on the click hinge that has maybe one click here and one click there. So and then you build this, but you also have a little back cover you build. And so this is some sort of robot barfing or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway. And the back of that pops off.
Looks like Marvin. Looks like Marvin from Galaxy.
Yep. And so then there are these little slots here that you put more of those albums that you collect in there in this little grid. So this looks like a really good greebly piece. The brown and gold or whatever robot comes with white one. So that's why basically I got him. So that looks pretty good.
Do the minifig extra packs come with extra tiles?
Yes.
Well, I have to find out. I have 2.
Oh, does it come with 5 tiles? Because I think that would be worth it.
Did anyone sign up for the VIP pre-pass for video? And if so, did you receive it?
No.
Nope.
I got one as like hey, Lego parent, do you want to sign up for this? You signed up, and then yesterday Friday, I got hey, parent, sorry it's taking us so long to ship this to you.
Yep. I heard about that.
with the minifig, is there any way possible you can feel it? Like, give the box a squeeze. I think it's the shape of
No.
How do you
Darn
feel about
it.
wrecking boxes?
You can absolutely destroy it. I got a feeling when you go back, and there was only one sleeve of these, and there may be like 20 in that sleeve tops.
It's 24.
Okay, there you go.
Full sets, yeah.
So yeah, there may be, you may can feel some like thickness of something or other, but yeah. So if Lego puts the rest of the minifigures in this, I'm not buying them. I mean, I'll go to Walmart and I'll fill out the one that I want, and I'll buy them, and everybody else is buying them because they're all sold out. So feeling the bags is not stopping people from buying certain ones. So, but if there were space dudes in this, I would just wait to them to hit Bricklink. I mean, I would not risk it because I have no assurance of what's in the box.
You just got to bring a postal scale to the store, and hopefully
Yeah.
they'll be a little bit different.
Wait till someone adds the weight of the minifig on Bricklink and then calculate.
There you go. Oh yeah. All right, so this guy is
version 3.0.
Oh, I got the werewolf guy. So now, if the app cared about us, it would sound like
Wolfman Jack
from the 70s. Yeah, Wolfman Jack. That would be great.
I'm glad you
have
had
the app
all to buy that.
Do what?
I'm glad you had the werewolf all to buy that.
What is wrong with you?
He's old and gray.
You don't have to hide your admiration like that.
Yeah,
you got to that really fast.
Picked up this guy.
Oh, that's the one from the
CMF.
Series
14.
He's missing his tail, but I love his plaid shirt. Like, that's pretty funny.
And did you know that his plaid shirt is the same plaid shirt from the Woodsman from an earlier series?
It's the same guy.
That's kind of funny.
It's the same guy. You're absolutely right.
Guy.
Oh, that is really funny. So it's like he's actually a werewolf.
Yep.
Plot twist.
Well, and they also did the same thing with the skateboarder in Series 1 when they did the CMF skateboard or CMF collector book with a figure. It came with a zombie skateboarder, and he's the exact same figure from Series 1 who's a skateboarder.
Oh, that is so funny.
Werewolf?
Werewolf. They're a castle.
Oh, the Monster Fighters. Is this a Monster Fighter fig?
The head's from Monster Fighters, I think.
The head is brown in this Monster Fighters set.
The gray one was from the CMF. The brown one's from the Monster Fighters.
But can you see the torso on this one?
Slightly different.
It's got suspenders, and you can see like a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Where the shirt opens up in the middle.
That's cool.
That minifig that you have is from
taco meat.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This one?
Yep.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, heard. And then I have one more. Okay, well, I got you guys on the minifig hook. Check this out.
Rocket
Hey, the Rocket in the little pack. Nice.
And then we have this one. I think this is Star Wars.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
it
like
is.
some Jedi chick.
What is it? Jedi what?
Some Jedi ladies.
Yeah, it's a Jedi General, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
That's so weird. This box was just all over the place. I don't think I'm going to do this again.
What did you get?
I got a 20-pound box from Goodwill, and my cat has been obsessed with it because some of the pieces were peed on. You know? And I noticed that some of the pieces were peed on while I was live streaming. I was like, hold on, guys, I got to go wash my hands and go get some gloves. And then, like, a good third of the box was just Mega Block, and I kept saying, like, oh, must have just gotten a Mega Block box. Like, come on. It did come out. I did get a gold Batman, which is pretty cool. And then these two superhero figures, but I have no clue who the heck they are. One's like this, like,
Well, the heads are wrong because the one on the female is actually Hawk Girl, but so you
Yeah.
missed stuff. And then the other one is the Indian. I forget his
like
name.
Apache
Chief.
Apache Chief.
Is that his name?
Was he no more ni Hayaku? No, that was
gosh.
Nick Shock. He said that and became a big guy. That's right. It was.
It's still pretty cool. He skin representation looks like my family, so I think we're gonna hang on to him. But
I got two of the stinking thing.
You got two werewolves?
I got two werewolves. I got the.
Hold on.
Didn't give it away.
Did you pull those consecutively from the sleeve?
That's my question.
No, I went side to side, and
Side to
then
side is the same.
Chantel Bricks in the chat sent me a picture of the layout that people have noticed, and guess what? The werewolves are right up in the front. So,
and those are the first two you took.
Those are the first two. But hey, check out the album covers; are kind of cool.
Did you get the same album covers for the mini?
No, one has pie, and one has the pie one is really cool. So
I like pie.
I like pie.
I could eat.
Oh wait, no, I think
those not pie.
Those look like flying pies, flaming flying pies.
Not to be confused with flying toasters.
that was actually one of the funny. Was it pie? One of the in the next night game was the pie that would fall on the bad guys. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, they also did that with eggs and a bunch of other things too.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. All right, so I got two of the same, and they have the same albums in them. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
They should have
two of the same. One is
Each
different.
fig has an exclusive one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Two are the same. One is exclusive. So, or
One
whatever.
is exclusive, but you just got bad luck or something.
So I think remember how we talked about minifigs? Is it worth the $5 in one of the episodes? Like, I think now that they're including the 3 2x2 tiles, it's still now it's kind of worth the $5.
But you can't feel it, right? So like,
Right, but
it's
you can't
$5, but
feel
it's a
it,
gamble.
It's
So
a gamble, right?
And the funny part is that because they've made it kind of a gamble, and I had one guy on the land make this argument when the 40th anniversary CMFs came out, and so the policeman was one per case.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was just irate that they weren't available in his country, and that he got to a box and there was no way of, he wasn't finding enough to be able to get the policeman, because he's being a basic AFOL and wanting to be a completionist and get them all. But one of his arguments was that the blind boxes in other toy products or the blind bags is unlike to gambling, and gambling is illegal in his country, and therefore Lego should stop doing this and just make them easily identifiable.
Well, with that logic, he's correct.
But I think they would just stop selling that product in his country.
Well, that's just it. I mean, if he was to go that far, Lego would just say, "Oh, well, you can't get this product in your country anymore."
Yeah, exactly.
So makes me laugh.
Unless your country was like Germany or the United States, like a huge market for Lego, they'd say, "We're not repackaging this for you."
Yeah, exactly. And he was in some small third world country that probably doesn't even have a sports team.
He was in New Jersey.
I like pie.
There's pie. There's the electronic globe, which I think is his because it's got him in it. And while this is not focusing, and then a Frank Sinatra microphone there. That's kind of interesting. So
that is a very Frank Sinatra microphone.
Yeah. So I got two of the werewolves. Thank you very much. I wanted the shark guy or alien girl or whatever. So now here's the deal, though. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is $50 a Lego right here.
Yeah.
You know what else is $50? White Dragon Horse Jet.
Exactly. I don't even know what that is, and I'm agreeing with him. Yes.
Yeah. So this is So is it worth it? I don't think so.
No.
But it's also $50.
$50.
10 collectible minifigures at this point in time.
That's true.
Yeah, you said 10. How many figures you get? 3?
Which, by the way, Chris, you still owe me for those 10 minifigures.
Yikes.
No, I paid you for those 10 minifigures.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to double check that, but I think you did. Maybe you did.
Is anyone else noticing like Rich just walking back and forth with giant tubs?
That's our ad. Rich
He's
is
like
moving
hauling
houses and so that's our advertisement for
Rich has us on for emotional support.
He's hauling his horse feed tubs full of Lego back and forth. He's like, what's happening?
Can you see how it's growing?
Yeah.
like a fungus.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that $50 and I have 4 minifigures. 2 of them are the same. Now I really like the minifigures I got, and the ones I like the most I think are they're in the $20 thing, but
El Dorado.
El Dorado.
So the reason I'm moving these things to where they are is because I need access to the window because I got in some film that makes the window stronger and has UV protection, which is very important for Lego.
Oh.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm moving the recycling bins that I have to where the brick will end up eventually, but not in its current casing. So I can get access to the window so I can put film on it. It just arrived today. I got 4 big rolls of it. I'm going to do upstairs by the bathroom and do privacy stuff, and then I'm going to do the strengthening stuff at ground level with the UV protection. So
That's a cool play feature. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
they did
All right.
that.
So contrast. Right now, this is on Amazon and Walmart for $40. It is $10 off.
that's
retail.
much better than the $50 you spent on
Dude.
video.
This thing is cool. It's got little teeth up front there. Look at that. And you hit this well hidden Technic feature to go or hammer somebody.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you could
it's
easily
to
turn
gore
this
some-
into a
it's
mud
to gore
horn.
something from the underneath.
Yeah.
It was more of a roar.
Something
It's a
like that.
gore thing.
But you could turn this into a mud horn pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is $40, and this is not all the set. There's a little play scene and 2 or 3 or 4 minifigures.
Much better bang for your buck than video. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lego.
Yeah. So
It's got the cool little orc dudes. Yeah, that's a good set.
Gonna
It's very
see-
expressive
No
too.
creature.
I'm gonna hold out on video till there's a discount.
More than likely.
That'll be 2 weeks from now.
It
Clearance.
seems likely.
Clearance.
Hopefully they get repriced like the brick sketches. Those went down like $3.
Oh, I was so
Just
mad
still
about
not enough.
that.
But yeah.
So mad about that because I bought a brick sketch at full price, and then like a week later they dropped the price, and I was like, oh god, really?
You didn't ask for their price match guarantee.
How much do brick sketches cost?
Well, they were
Like
$20 originally, right?
$20.
Yeah, they're $16.99 now.
Oh, are they? Wow. I didn't realize they were 20 originally. So
I paid 20.
They're like a flat brick head at twice the price. Yeah.
So we have an ongoing discussion amongst some of my AFOLs is that, do you play that gamble when something comes out that sounds like it's cool and that people are going to go get it, but then you're like, but if I wait long enough, I can get this at 40 to 60% off if I just wait.
That's how I missed out on Zane's sand green, white, and gold mecha from last year's Ninjago sets.
Yeah.
If you're
That
saying
was a
I don't
good
want to
mecha
spend
this year.
$80,
And then you wait, and then all the next thing that you know is that it doesn't go on clearance because they sold it out.
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff Minifig guy is here. Sorry, dude. I saw your comment.
Oh, it's all good. I was busy doing stuff, and I was thinking of a bit for tomorrow for Beyond the Brick about how I can mess with the Hanlons, but also make sense for the show. And I think I came up with something, so I think I'm good. All right. Anyway,
Just call them the Hansons the whole time.
No, I think I'm just gonna act like I'm a field reporter the whole time and just respond to every question that way.
I like it.
You need a green screen and just change your roving reporter background. That would be hilarious.
Dude, I tried getting a green blanket or something to go in the background behind me because I'm gonna wear the suit jacket with the button up and a tie, and just be like this the whole time, and just grab my microphone and just be like, right, we hear you. Okay, well,
can you just sit in front of a TV?
No, that's all in the living room. I can do it by home, maybe.
You need to also pick like tons of different objects around the house that is your microphone. A spoon, toilet brush,
Hairbrush.
There you go.
I was going to use the minifig cup at one point, so like that.
Use a minifig that's holding a microphone.
There you go.
Make the headphones out of the end caps of the Lego cup.
Just make 2 of the video things and wear them on your ears.
But I don't want to spend
$40
on crap.
Exactly.
Pull up your dog at one point and start talking to him.
Yeah, I just use Henry as a microphone, and he just like looks terrified the whole time. I'll grab the X-wing and be like, "Yeah,
What's happening here?"
Yeah.
Just swoosh everything in sight.
Swoosh! It should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. And I know that Joshua will just be utterly confused, and it'll be great. And Kirk will be confused, so that's even better. So it's a win-win. I haven't told Saviano about the plan yet, so we'll see what happens. He'll probably get mad at me for being funny again. What up?
Oh no.
Wow, Rich has got a dolly out now. Hardcore moving.
It's dangerous. It's getting dangerous around here.
Also,
So
we
Chris-
see a bagged body come by that he's got stored down there already. So.
Yeah.
Rich, do you want us to dial 911 if there's a mishap?
Ooh, wow.
Model Team
Oh,
Ferrari.
Model
Old
T.
school.
Oh, I've got one of those somewhere in my bin.
All right, so here, by the way, is my build yesterday for just a contest example entry there.
Just an example.
How well does it roll?
Just an example.
It probably rolled pretty well, except for this one part where it's cut out in the back. So,
Yeah.
It looks
I
like
guess
that thing that people step on, almost like a Segway board. You know what I'm talking about?
A solo wheel?
Yeah, the solo wheel. Yeah. Mhm.
There's a few of those people in my area, and it's just weird seeing those like going up and down hills. I'm like,
So dangerous.
that's such a good idea. Yeah, they're like going in the road too.
I saw
Dumb.
someone go down one on an escalator. That was pretty impressive.
Wow.
Like the hoverboard phase too, like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
That was wild.
the kids
So-
and your technology.
So
I've seen,
I think they're dumb. I don't think they're cool. So
I've seen the larger radius ones. I've seen people ride around those at Lego conventions, trying to get across the big space.
run
If
over.
you fall over, you're
as
going to take over a table of rocks.
As
Is
long
it
as it's
worth
not
it?
my mock, it doesn't matter. Just kidding.
It is really hard
Oh,
to
yeah.
knock a Segway down. I know this from experience, but they go down and then they break.
Well, the
They
guy
go down
from
like a
Segway-
swan.
Well, I'm not
Rode
talking
off
about a
the cliff.
Segway. I'm talking about a single wheel that a guy just
Oh.
stands on
Oh,
two little
yeah,
pedals
yeah.
on the sides.
Yeah, you can knock the guy off that, no problem.
It's an
Oh, yeah.
upgraded unicycle. Like, whoa.
Not that I ever tried.
Hey Matthew,
Sure.
did you talk about Dino Dudes on Thursday?
Nope, we've not.
Dino.
That's
want
not
to talk Dino
official
Dudes?
Lego merchandise. I haven't gotten mine yet, so I have nothing to talk about.
Well, I can talk Dino Dudes.
I guess.
So
Your Dino dudes.
I want to see
uh,
Dino dudes.
So there's a place called Brick Sanity, I think is what they're called. Is that the name of them? Crazy Bricks. No, it's Crazy Bricks.
Dana, that's the guy.
Close.
Crazy Brick.
Insanity.
Guy Himber, right?
Dana,
And
that's
so
the guy
they
that
did a Kickstarter, and they wanted to do Dino Dudes. And so Matthew and Shannon and Will and I in the lug got it all in a frenzy, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta order. I don't want to be one of the guys left out. And I'm glad that I did order because these are cool, man. Check this out.
Oh, those are great.
It's Brontosaurus, and he's got legs in the back, even printed torso, He's got printed feet. Can you see the little feet?
That's wild.
Little
I'm
claws.
already
That's
imagining
neat.
like Land Before Time videos.
Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
You need a star fruit.
Ooh.
Starfleet.
And then, of course, I went ahead with. So I got the T-Rex in the your basic tan, and then along with that, with your order, and I won't go through the whole thing, but I've got pieces to make the Brontosaurus, the Stegosaurus, the Triceratops, and a Velociraptor. Not a Velociraptor, a pterodactyl. So you get pterodactyl wings. Do it too, which was very cool. Not sure what I'm ever going to do with it, but I just had to have it because, well, dinosaurs.
Right.
Amen.
And very cool stuff. And while I've got your attention, I'm going to jump in and so I haven't been around for a while, as you guys noticed. I thought I might have had COVID, but it came back negative. I think I just really had, the common flu cold thing that happened. So I hadn't really been doing much. Brain wasn't wrapping around stuff. So, the whole OGB mock competition we're doing, I just wasn't getting it. I was trying. I'm like, I want to get something out of the way, and it just wasn't working. So I said, I had these ideas for things, blades, also didn't happen. So in my
I smell some false humility. Does anybody else smell some false humility? I smell it. Smell false humility. I smell it.
It's very strong. It's very strong.
Anyway, so I was kind of feeling down about it, and then I decided, you know what? No, that's not true. So because I love what Chris has been doing, what Mark's been doing. I hate Nathan because he's just really good at what he's doing.
We all hate Nathan.
We all hate Nathan
collectively.
Even Adrian is knocking it out of the park. Hooper's knocking it out of the park. Everything is all so detailed and greebly and whatnot. And I feel like I phoned it in, but I'm going to stick with it. Because part of my thought was I was going to do something completely different and do a second one. I got so much sorting. That was part of my problem is I was trying to look for pieces and I couldn't find them because I have so much sorting to do. So that's why you see me sorting in the background here. But this is my little flyer that I did.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And so I went with what I knew, and because I've been working on spaceships, little
Rovers?
flyers. So
Flat rovers?
What's that?
Flat rovers?
Flat rovers. I actually took that rover apart, and he's in pieces, by the way. But no, I went with brick belt wings, and just kind of he will never die. He will always be there. And I got kind of a little bit down because I felt like I could have used more greeblies, but by using this dish and the pieces that connect to it to make it nice and flush, you lose the ability to do greebly. And I wanted to do the same pieces on the bottom. And so you lose that ability to greeble. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with simple, clean, and just go with it the way it is. And I really had fun with the minifigures. Because I normally don't do Kit Bash minifigures. And Chris, if you don't mind just showing my other screen, I'm really happy with the way these guys came out.
Oh, those look awesome, man.
Nice.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
That's
amazing.
Sexy. I mean, really.
Even Adrian's jealous.
I don't know where like any of those parts come from.
Okay, so just quick rundown. The torso is from the City Space from 2020 or 2019. Which I love that those orange guys. The arms and the legs are from the retro space guy, which I expected to see in a bunch of people's mocks because it literally is all the colors we're doing, other than the fact that his helmet is light gray instead of dark gray.
Correct. And his cape's yellow, but
yeah. And then the hips, which is just the belt basically, is actually from the Galaxy Patrol CMF figure, and then the helmets are from the Alien.
Space Orc.
Well, no, the helmets are actually the Alien bad guy trooper from CMF. I forget which series it was.
He's like a old guy.
No, not the Space Knight. No, it's
he looks like a fish, right?
Dana, I don't want to argue with you because you're usually right about things, but you're wrong. Give me one second.
I will pull up and tell you which exact minifigure. It's the dude.
Yeah, I can grab one too.
There's a whole 9 yards. And then I just grabbed a couple of heads and some hair out of a bag and said, throw those out.
Hey, Dana, check this out.
I know you did greebly.
No. But I used the same. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy right there. Oh, there's also that helmet comes on a monster guy too.
Yeah, he did. I took it off the dude with the alien as opposed to that guy. But
this guy, right?
Yep, that's where the chest, the arms and the legs came from.
Love that guy.
Love it.
Will, what is in your mouth? I'm asking as a father.
Oh, nothing. It's my mic. It's just.
It was like glowing red. You had a glowing red light on your face. Oh, there.
It's a mute feature. So.
Wait. Arnold Schwarzenegger had that, and then they pulled this thing out of his nose in that Mars movie. So when that
recall the first one,
you look like Rudolph the reindeer with it on.
But yeah, look, I use the same configuration. That same configuration on this with those pieces there.
Yep. You lose a lot of ability to greeble on the outside for sure.
Yeah, you do.
So are you telling me you guys don't call this guy a space orc?
I call it a space orc.
I'm going to be calling him a space orc from now on.
He's a
space. Can I tell you? It sounded like you said a different word that sounds like a lady of ill repute when you said it. I'm like, what did you say?
Orca.
Orc. There's no W. There's no W in the word he was using.
Are you calling her a space whale?
No.
Space orca? Space orca?
So, Dana, you have to relocate your greebles. If you make the fuselage all smooth.
You can only do that in certain countries.
Greebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Hey now.
Well,
all right, what
Mark,
would you say,
you
Mark?
you actually have a very good point. And I thought about this, but it felt like kind of like extra work to do. But this back section is hollow, and I thought about just like totally greebling out some weird engine to throw inside, but no one would ever see it.
You could just put some in the wings.
Well, but I
in
like
the
I
wings
could do a
or
little
the wing
greeble without
mount.
wings. I got a little greeble, but again, but if I greebled up the wings and the body wasn't greebled, now I just lost a wing.
So you could also greeble the heck out of the cockpit interior,
Which is what I saw that Chris did, and that would work. But again, my brain has been cough medicine, cold medicine. I said, I'm done.
Actually, literally, that's what you said.
I did. I think I said that a couple of times over the last couple of weeks.
I would have recommended, if just as an example, to make a greebly area around where the wing meets the fuselage, where
That's
you
what
have
I was thinking too.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Build
I'm
off
with
the
you.
clips and do a little greeble around that.
If I had orange brackets, would be the way to go.
Hey, Dana. Hey, Dana. We can make excuses, or we can make progress. We can't make both.
And I'm done. I've gone to the route of what all good artists do. They abandon their artwork when they're moving on. So I've abandoned.
I have to tell you that I looked for orange brackets for this little guy, and I don't have any, which is amazing. So either they don't make them.
You can get 1x2 orange brackets, and you can get the 2x4 ones, but they're not very common.
Rich, you definitely need more parts.
Yeah, you're right. I do. Hey, Maddie, if you don't want that stuff, just send it off to me. I'll give you an address.
And Chris, I do have one more thing. I don't mean to hog my 15 minutes.
You have missed at least 3 shows. You can just talk.
So I
forever.
can go on, but so what's this? Citrix viewer just killed on me. There you go. So at the end of last year, there's a guy who's on Instagram. His handle is Brick Artisan, or The Brick Artisan. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Maybe yes, maybe no. So he did this cool little calendar, which is very neoclassic space. I went ahead and ordered it, and it's funny. I mean, he's got some nice, well done sets in here. He even got this great little centerfold. And it's a pretty cool centerfold with little spacey ships. He even went so far as to do some minifigure jokes at the bottom of some of the pages. He's got, if you can see the mouse on the gray, little bear, kind of cute.
Nice.
I like it. He even was doing the spaceman type thing before we were, which was kind of cool. But he recently published a set of instructions for one of his ships on Rebrickable, and in my cold medicine induced, I think I have all the pieces for that. I'm going to build that. So
That's a cool ship. Wow.
Went ahead and built this guy. And look at that nice greebling. And
very nice.
I would almost call it Giddens gear, but they're actually sturdy. except for the center leg, which is a little weak.
Oh, wow.
But there's something here that helps it to keep it in place. But he's got some really good greebling going on here. Fantastic. It's a nice and solid build. I like the fact that he was very much doing this a la one-man spaceship, a la the 928, even that the back section here opens up and a little ramp comes down, and you get a nice little cart that comes out. He's got a little storage piece in there. The only criticism I had on this is that the original instructions, this section here that he originally had as an instructions that I swapped out because I didn't have it, was a piece that's like it's like a window frame, but it's like a 2x3 window or 2x4 window frame that came in like 4 sets. in the early 90s. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to rework that. So I wound up using some hinge clip pieces that I had, the 1x2s and some 1x tiles with a hinge. But that's the only problem I've had with the set. Otherwise, nice, clean, fantastic build, paying homage to all the fun classic space stuff. Of course, using an old style school trans yellow canopy, not using anything new. And I was actually really impressed with how well the figure fits in here and is able to actually grab the handlebars there. And he's in there. He's not coming out.
Cool.
So nice.
Dan,
nice
you could have put Mr. Blue Hands in there. Come on.
I should have. And you know what? Again, I'm still working off this cold. Things aren't processing quite correctly. So expect more blue hands on Thursday.
Well, we appreciate you coming, and we're going to go ahead and give you the Flex Award for all that you have just showed us.
Woo!
There, you were total flexing, man. That was great. It was great. All right, so here I ordered this. I was on something with Boone, and he talked about this, and so I ordered it.
Oh, the periodic.
Yeah.
The Lego periodic. Now, this company, it is called We Love What You Build, and is a pretty neat little company. They have some really cool research on brain diversity, people on the spectrum and stuff on there too that I'm reading up on. And this is people are like, this is not comprehensive, and it's not. But these are actual Lego pieces on.
Oh wow.
Glued on. So you always, if you run out of of your snot dots, you got one glued here. You could probably yank that off and.
This is your emergency supply?
The strategic Lego supply here.
What did they put in sand green?
Yeah, there's a sand green on here. It is a clip. You know what? I was looking for one just a second ago.
It's like the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, but it's Lego.
Yeah.
But,
I find it interesting that all the pieces aren't the same.
Well, that was one of my things. It's like either make them all the same or make them all completely different would have been a good idea for me.
Yeah.
But they have all the neutral colors as the noble gases on the side, which is pretty neat. It does have old gray.
Wow.
And it has new gray on there, so that's cool. But it has the numbers of the colors, the official numbers, and the dates that those colors were used, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then it's got all the official Lego name, or it's got the Bricklink name and the Lego name printed on the side here. So this is a neat little deal. It's on a sturdy thing. If you don't want to frame it, it comes with a little hanger, and it was $40. But I was like, yeah, I'll do that. That'll look neat in here. So
you bought aftermarket, not okay.
Am I offending Bricksmith?
You have no idea, dude. Oh my god!
I mean, he's talking about glued Lego. So
glued Lego on an aftermarket piece of cardboard.
I'm in.
Good job, Chris.
Oh, it also lists warm colors and cold colors and the coding on each of the periodic things here and everything. But I mainly bought this company seems to be doing some neat stuff and everything. So let's hear what you say, Bricksmith.
I feel like that list is incomplete.
How you have
doesn't have enough colors.
What was that, Dana?
I feel like that list looks incomplete. That doesn't have enough colors on there.
Correct. That was the first thing. This is the 2021 version 2 and everything. So it's got the glitter colors on it, but yeah, it doesn't have the color, I don't believe, but it still looks neat.
Are the transparents on there?
Huh?
Are transparents on there?
Right there. Transparent clear, trans clear. It's got most of them.
But again, it's not complete.
It's not complete.
I mean, if you're complete, you have to use some weird colors, right? Like some of the Bionicle colors are only in Bionicle sets, so you don't want a piece that's like, this big slapped on top of your thing.
Yeah, remember that? Was it that weird sort of whitish gray that was in some Bionicle sets that was not white, it was not gray, it was...
That was also in Mindstorm, so you could get like a 3-long bar with it. But it's this weird gold, that's the dark gold, that would not... It's in like 6 pieces total. So the smallest piece is like a 2x4 brick size. And that would be awkward, unless you want your thing to be like, 2 feet long. by like 5
Oh,
feet.
it's good to have a 2 foot long thing.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Gil went, "What in Canada?"
You know, the designers over in Billund used to have a color palette of 2x2 tiles in every color. There's just a 48 by 48 base plate with the tiles, but they stopped doing that.
So sad. So sad.
Yeah.
Apparently, they would just, when they discontinued a color, just pop them off and chuck them.
You can't denied. You can no longer use this color. Banish it to the bin.
Burn it.
Denied.
Denied.
I don't know if you put that up there. All the best sorting involves gluing bits to the cardboard.
Nick's on fire. He should actually join.
Yeah.
I had that comment up on the screen, but you were too busy talking and waving your cardboard around, so it worked. It worked pretty well.
Oh God, not the cardboard.
You know. Never mind.
We don't have to be nice to you yet, Chris. It's not your birthday.
Yeah, you're not going to be nice on my birthday anyway. You're going to be doubly mean.
Well, actually, that's true because I'd like to propose this now that on Chris's birthday we do the Giddens roast.
Oh, sure, go right ahead. That'd be fun.
I like it. I'm all about
I'll
it.
imitate the nervous laugh
the whole time.
No, I think that would be hilarious. Go ahead. You can even get this one involved.
Oh yeah. The Giddens roast.
And get us the good dirt.
That's
right.
right.
I'm talking about the big white one all the time.
What?
What
did you just say?
I don't want to tip my hand too much before we do it. So.
Oh
gosh.
I'll have what he's having.
Mark will be constantly on the PG-13 button.
Well,
And there was much rejoicing.
Don't let Nick in here. He can go hilariously blue very, very fast. So
Nick and I are on par. We are kindred spirits. He just got the man bun. I thought we weren't going to talk about that. Now you've let her out of the bag, so there she is. Anyway,
nobody put her in the cake.
How long has she been in the bag?
Well, you keep her in the bag in the trunk of your car, Dana. So.
Who says it's a girl?
Oh,
The stripper guy.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah. Let's broaden our horizons here a little.
Oh, new world.
Oh me. Do
we need a new segue?
I have no
We wouldn't have
segue
been
for
like
that.
this, Chris, if you weren't here.
I think Jeff broke the segue.
He said he confirmed that it can be broken.
And you know where you can find tons of fun, right? Over on Jeff McElwee channel Friday nights.
Yeah, wait, tell us about that. Is that going to be a regular
Yeah.
Friday night thing?
Yeah. Every Friday night, depending on like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Central Time, we're just gonna do something called Tons of Fun, where it's a bunch of fat dudes talking about Lego and Maddie.
a timeout. Yeah, I was gonna say it was Adventure Besties plus Maddie.
I don't know.
Are you talking
Chris.
about Maddie or is Maddie there?
Maddie's there.
Two different things.
I just happened to pop in and I was underneath all the guys trying to hold them up. You know, like
Gil is foaming at the mouth right now.
Can you rewind that comment?
So I got a new title for the show. Tons of fun. Fatties with Maddie.
I like it. I love it. That's
Write that down right now.
I had a lot of fun on that show. It was really goofy, and we got to share some stories, and it was great.
Well, Maddie, because most of those guys don't get to talk to a girl very often, so.
Can I just say though, I'm going to sue for copyright infringement because right now we would violate all the safety rules of every elevator in the continental United States at this moment. So don't be.
Dude, I love jumping on elevators when there's skinny folk around because, oh my god, their faces just go. You know, don't worry, it's fine.
Hit the button and look at him go, well, we can try and make it this one, huh?
No, you have to do that when you're going down and say it'll make it go faster.
Yeah. I know.
Accelerating the process.
Look, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right, folks?
There you go.
That's right. Going down.
Some journeys are faster than others.
Okay, so 8 o'clock, don't bring your chitlins, because we curse a lot. So yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, I would invite you, but then I would feel bad every time I said a curse word.
I ain't God. You can do what you want. So
okay.
It's your
bound.
It's your backyard. I'm invited to the barbecue. You can say what you want. So
that's true.
And although we all know what Chris does for a living, I would like to point out that most of the evil shenanigans that happen on this show are started by the upper left-hand corner.
Not today, buddy. Not today.
Next week.
That's true.
But still, on average, most of the shenanigans start in the upper left-hand corner.
No, I just pointed out there, like, what? Is that a cat button?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Matt, your cat has just been chilling so patiently. Like I had to kick my cat out of the room because he wouldn't leave me alone.
This is the advantage of her being 17. She's too tired to get into trouble.
Oh, you
and
put
other
a cat
people are
bed
like,
right next to it.
other people are like, doesn't your cat knock your pieces on the floor? And I'm like, no, it's always an accident. Like she might walk across my table because she's going to go drink out of her dish, but she doesn't play with the parts, which is fantastic because she just sleeps next to me. She used to have a cat pad on my Lego desk, and she would just curl up and take a nap, and I would drift away. So
Her lips are stuck on her teeth. Look at it.
yeah, she's old. Her parts don't all work anymore. So
yeah, I think that's
so now she just has a water bowl on your desk so that she can spill water on your stuff.
Oh, she just drinks out of my water cup when it's there.
Yeah, the same.
Oh, very nice. You are definitely a cat dad.
Imagine he can spill things on his stuff on his own.
I was going to say.
She's very spoiled.
Thought he might be looking for a scapegoat.
Would you like some
Cat.
tail? Some tail?
Lego darts are way too expensive to own.
I thought we were looking for reindeer.
Oh,
We got those.
are we looking
could-
for reindeer? Is that a thing?
I still am.
Oh.
All right,
They're
hey,
out of the store for like 2 minutes.
I can check right now. Give me a sec.
hey, let me show you something Jake built. Chubby Bots has been built. I don't know if y'all follow Chubby Bots or not.
Never heard of him.
He's
He
great.
built, he
I
built
think
a
I dated
Kong.
him once.
He built a King Kong, so Jake built Mecha Kong head.
Nice.
That's really, really cool. The best part is the eyes are headlight bricks turned sideways for the snot.
Wow.
I hate people who can build this way. I
Like
really do.
father, like son. So, like,
No.
seriously.
He copied this from. I'm talking about the builder who built this.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been sitting here
copied
building it
it.
real fast, but yeah.
Oh,
But
Chris wasn't saying he hates his son.
No,
Hey,
well,
Is there a video for that Kong? Because I'm probably gonna have to build one for Small Paul.
Oh yeah.
yes, and all that implies. The internet is full of that stuff. But anyway, yes, that specifically, yes.
All right.
I think y'all built the Godzilla, didn't you, Mark?
Yes, we have a Godzilla, and then I also used the same plans to make a Mecha Godzilla, and then we'll probably have to make a Kong. Oh, wait a minute. Is it using construction parts? I guess I won't be building that. Okay.
No. That's Jake's. Just he threw it on this body
Oh,
here.
okay. I was gonna say I have none of those parts. So
No. He has the whole thing and everything. So
That
It's all
builds like a
brick.
metaphor for a Bionicle version 2. It looked all fancy, but it had nothing behind it.
oh no, Matt turned into a cat.
Was
I'm
that
so
different
sad
from
about
Bionicle
What a
version 1?
There was like there was like a big backstory that like people were super happy about on the original Bionicle, but they like renamed people, got rid of like their abilities, just made it dumb for Bionicle version 2. So
Oh, I thought you were talking about the models themselves.
oh no.
So it wasn't dumb in the first
Will
place.
yeah, most of us on this show think Bionicle version 1 was pretty dumb. Will so I
I was
don't.
about to say the word there you're looking for is dumber. That's the word you're looking for.
Fair enough.
Poor Bionicle. The redhead
That looks so cool. Such a cool little head.
Not cool. Not poor Bionicle. No.
No.
It's
no.
poor Lego if Bionicle didn't exist.
Oh,
True.
I'm so tired of that argument.
Okay, well,
It's a dumb argument. Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Could Lego have survived without Bionicle? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Although Hasbro probably would have owned it. No. I don't know. But I will say it again. Chemo saved my life, but it don't mean I need any more. So there you go.
That is the next argument that I'm going to use the next time that Joey Maniac for Bricks goes off on a Bionicle Tyrant. And I'm going to go, you know what? Chemo saved Fazoom's life, but he doesn't need any more of it, does it?
In fact, all the chemo Lego he's got is in a drawer over there, and he doesn't touch it. So,
oh yeah.
Now I know everybody says that Bionicle saved Lego, but I think the reality is that even Bionicle may have given it a lease on life, but it really wasn't until Star Wars and Harry Potter that saved Lego's life.
So Star Wars caught on.
Wait. Star Wars caught on?
Like the early set.
No. All they had to do was slap Star Wars on a Lego set, and it sold. It still happens today.
Yeah, it could be 3 bricks put together, and you could say it's a speeder.
Exactly, and it will sell. And if you make it like in a transparent color or some chrome thing, it will now become one of the most expensive Lego sets you can buy.
This is a Star Wars set.
Exactly. And people love it.
Oh yeah, I got that set.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
It's even got chrome. You're right.
It's got what, 15 pieces? Yay! Done. $30.
I spent $5 on this at a reseller in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's because the retailer didn't know what he had.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't want to tell him either. So,
and I would have shamed you if you had.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a bad reseller.
No. It was a good steal. It was a good, great find.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff from that guy actually, but like on the cheap side, and I was pretty happy about it. That was my last really.
Was this the supplier that was the Ku Klux Klan guy? And I mean, all your stories are merging, You gotta keep me up to date here.
Was it on the way to the steakhouse?
Or was there a swan there that he beat you up?
Give Jeff the big screen for this one. Go ahead.
I've only messed with the KKK once, for example, and that was a bad time. There was more than them than me. Secondly, no, this was in Oklahoma back when I showed off my first haul video or whatever and showed all the crap I got. That's what that set was from. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think Illinois Nazis.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
You could have finished that story up a little better, but haul video reference. It's good.
I don't think I should talk about what happened with me and the Klan. So
no, that you can keep under wraps.
Yeah.
Yes.
You never know if they like Lego and they'll go, that's that fat guy that did that one time. Get him.
That's Jeff McElwee, box 555. Yeah. Hey, did you determine, by the way, Jeff, how close you and John Palmer were? Are y'all anywhere close to each other?
He's in Tulsa, which is about an hour and a half drive.
Okay. All right. So Ku Klux Klan, within an hour and a half of Tulsa, you can find Jeff McElwee. No,
it was such a bad time. I've never been afraid of my life ever before those moments.
Oh no.
Well, I do want you to meet up with John Palmer if y'all ever can, because John Palmer's he's old school cool. So
I would like to. The wife and I keep meeting to go up to Tulsa. It's just life gets in the way, and also there's a plague. So like I basically
what? There's a panini.
What?
A panini.
A panini.
Listen, we are using a mask in Florida.
A panoramic.
The post office, and the guy definitely had a mask in his hand.
Nice.
Yikes.
But yeah, so like in Tulsa, there's this vintage toy store up there that sells a bunch of old Lego too that I want to go check out. And I was gonna message John and be like, "Hey, do you want to grab lunch at a place?" and go from there.
And then you could see that magnificent beard in person.
God, that is a sexy, sexy beard.
Yeah. There's multiple reasons to love and hate John Palmer, and every time I see him, it just keeps adding to the list.
Nick, I'm not saying that Bionicle is in league with the Ku Klux Klan, but
That's Chima.
I thought the Klan didn't like Asian people.
Chima was a race war. Come on, just look at it.
I mean, he's right.
Over resources, rare
They all
resources.
wore masks.
God.
Oh, geez.
They were furry. So
Is it time to go yet?
Oh my
I think I need to go.
Time for the nervous laugh. Anyway. Oh, well, this is what Monday's show will be like on my birthday. I can tell right now.
oh no, this is the warm up.
Oh, great.
This is the warm up.
I'm saving my material.
Oh, me.
We might have to have a revolving door on the green room for your birthday, though. That we need to get everybody to come in and have their roast of you.
That would be fine. That would be fine. Just fine.
Just log in for 2 minutes. Be like, Chris, this is.
Don't you hear how fine he sounds?
I think it's fine.
He sounds really fine.
Just fine.
Fine.
Fine is a 4-letter word in our house. When Mel and I, if we say that it was fine, oh no, because that means it either is terrible, I'm not talking about it, or I hate you. That's the one. That's just what that word means. So
Yep.
we try to avoid it.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good.
It's fine. Mean it's not worth arguing over, but you're wrong.
That's true.
But I'm gonna stew over it.
Right.
And you don't want that. You don't want that.
I'm gonna save this for when I'm really mad.
Yeah, you really don't want
to
that.
hit you with it.
You
It's
remember,
a dagger,
My
quick
other
dagger you
arsenal of
throw.
atomic weapons.
you remember that time that you boiled the pasta too long?
And it was fine, but it wasn't fine.
It wasn't fine.
It's not fine.
It was not fine.
My favorite is the nudge at 3 a.m. and for them to go, "Hey, remember that argument we had earlier today?" No, because I'm sleeping. Well, I was right and you were wrong. Okay, good.
That's
night.
when you say it's a new day.
I'm not even touching
Am I
that
right?
story.
Will
Yeah,
is not
that's
married, are you?
mine.
Are you not
Here's my
married? Are you,
phone.
Will? No.
No, I'm not. I know that'd be a bad idea.
That'd be a
But,
horrible
but it's an
idea.
option. It's not a good option.
Oh no, absolutely.
I'm not even sure what a hate cake is.
The hate cake.
So you just unknowingly pitched it.
Well, I've been known to do that.
I'm still
Oh,
trying to
man.
decide how we can make the cake, or if we do get a
Somebody
cake
said,
for
yeah, I was gonna say,
Chris.
somebody said cake.
Yeah, well, if we do decide to get a cake, I'm trying to figure out how we can make it related to
What if we
Chris's
what if we
cancer.
all made a Lego cake for Chris?
Oh, I see what you
Like,
did
and we present our Lego cake when we're talking about what we're.
It has to be in the right colors, though.
Yeah,
You got to finish up your contest entry first.
and put it on top. So like you have to finish your contest entry and put it on top. Okay.
Or you can do both at once. Make a space cake.
Sure.
Well, I have a long-standing graphic that I use that has a spaceman and a cake in it, but I've already given that to Chris, so I can't use it again.
Just take it back and then give it to him again.
Yeah, regifting.
Yeah.
back, Bo.
Speaking of long-standing graphics, we always have this. So
The film rover, yeah, there we go.
Rover cam. Rover
The gift that keeps on giving.
We could always pool our money and give Chris one blue stress ball.
I already have a couple of those.
I have one. Thank you
I was
very
going
much.
to say he's already got one.
This way you'll have two, Chris.
Hey,
This way
hey,
you'll
hey,
have
y'all be
two.
careful.
Oh
Don't
my
make Chris, hey, y'all don't make Chris testy, okay?
That's test die. Test die.
Oh my
No,
god.
No. It would be singular. Yes, that would be.
You guys are using up
Now,
all your
I
ammo.
would,
before
I
the
would
race.
like for those who claim that I'm the one that drive this downhill all the time. I have not said a word.
This time.
Yeah.
That's right.
This conversation's getting hairy.
God.
Oh,
man.
I'm sure those were shorn before that. So
Oh my word.
Probably cut above the rest right now. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it one time. And this is the absolute truth. The gentleman that came in to give me my anesthesia was named Wang Hung. I am not kidding you at all. I am not kidding you.
And there are people that don't believe in God. There you go.
No. Me and my preacher brother and my good friend who's a music minister and everything, we were all just turning red in the face. And finally, he was talking to me, telling me how I could die and my teeth could be broken with a thing going down, all this kind of stuff. And finally, my other friend over there, you finally hear him go. And so he just walks on out the room. I am not kidding. You can ask.
If there was ever a reason to doubt that God had a sense of humor.
Oh no!
There it is. All right there.
I mean, although we had the nurses laughing, going, "Okay, can I write yes, no on the kind of thing? Can we make sure you don't mess this up and all that kind of stuff?"
It was like, take them both. I'm done.
No, he did not say that.
Buy one, get one free.
There you go.
He's going to bring the choir up and up church.
I'm going to sign off now, guys. Got to put some kids to bed. See you later.
Dan, I am sorry. Good to see you, man.
You too.
Why are you still giggling if you're sorry?
Because I'm thinking there's always the slight possibility that somebody's going to listen to this and I'm going to hear about it tomorrow.
Which is hence the nervous laughter.
Yeah.
My cousin watched like a few of my.
Yeah, I've got a cousin that watches these, or Jake does. So
I'm like,
anyway,
crap.
What up, cuz?
All right, here
So Nick says he can't believe he got knocked out by Wang Hung.
Oh man!
Everybody's winning tonight.
I'm going to take off too, guys. I've had a long day. I've done a lot of other work besides.
yeah, you've gotten more steps in right now than I've had all day, man. So I can see.
Yeah, I'm going to go upstairs and relax and tell my wife she's beautiful and hang out with her and the cat.
Meow. Oh, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Meow. Bye, all.
Peace.
Cat
Oh, V-Dub's in here.
We have a Canadian.
Oh, nut! I missed Dan.
Look, everybody, it's Jeff.
No,
We are
hear me?
double Jeffed.
Can you hear me?
What?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
You didn't hear my joke?
What?
I said,
No.
"Oh, nut! I missed Dan."
What?
Oh, nuts!
What?
Oh,
Oh.
too long. Took too long.
I got it,
I
Jeff.
can.
Don't worry, it's
It
fine.
was a slow burn kind of thing, but
Yeah. Slow burn.
Anyway, how you doing, Jeff?
Good yourself? Oh,
Wait,
which
wait.
one?
V-Dub, how are you?
Good.
Did you get a haircut?
I gave myself a haircut. Yes.
Nice. Oh, what? Oh, you got a contest entry going on there. What you got? Let's see that.
That camera's here. So. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off this light above because I was sorting earlier. So.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool, man. That
looks solid.
awesome.
That's a lot of transparent cockpit right there. You can really
That's
see
two
right there.
A-wing cockpits. Thank you, Chris Giddens, for mentioning that they were on the Lego pick-a-brick thingy, whatever it's called.
Bricks and pieces.
Bricks and pieces.
Words.
I had a brick separator. Someone mentioned the other day in one of the chats, you need to have a brick separator.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bonus points.
So,
NPU.
anyway.
That's awesome, man. That's really good and sleek.
Yeah, I wanted some greebling in it, but I don't know. I just couldn't think of something agreeable. Just because these wings are solid mass due to the sorry.
Right.
The
Due to the panels in there,
Yes.
right? So, and Jeff, the other week you mentioned using the space guns for handles,
Oh.
and I saw that and went, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea."
Sweet.
So yeah,
That's the part I like.
yeah. Although my daughter just looked at it and said, "Well, you're in space. Why would you need to be able to rotate? Because there's no up or down." And I'm like, "Okay, fine."
I still like it.
Because of the G forces when you turn certain directions.
Exactly. Yeah.
because that was the only thing cool about the Lost in Space movie in '94.
Was it? Was that even? Yeah.
It was the coolest thing, yes. And then
No.
what a terrible movie. All right.
What has got Joey from Friends?
Yes, trying to
I
be a
knew
serious
it.
space. I think he would have been okay with that. That movie just was 1/3 too long. If they could have cut out the stuff at the end, it would have been a much better film, I think.
You're being too kind.
You remember the beginning credits and the end credits? That middle part sucked.
Which is the opposite of 2001, which is like space, these stupid monkeys, then really cool space, and then acid trip at the end. And so I've never understood that.
Oh, I'm gaining some there, Maddie.
Hmm?
I'm pulling.
Oh, gold. Oh, yeah.
I
I tried
hate
to
that
be
gold.
funny in that TikTok video, but I don't think people understood it.
Did I miss a video?
There's a TikTok thing where the child wants everybody to show them our gold Lego pieces.
Yeah, I did one of those.
Yeah, and so then I kind of poked fun at it, and I have a gold scorpion, so I put it on a chain, and I was like, "Check out my gold scorpion chain. Nobody's got one."
I'm gonna wear a gold scorpion chain next time I go to.
Yeah, well, not even doesn't even look like that. It's like the rose gold, like whatever.
Yeah.
But I've been feeling like I've been failing on TikTok because A, I'm a girl, and I think that makes a huge difference.
Oh, you're a girl?
You
guys know that?
And B, I'm not into Star Wars. So like all my Star Wars followers are finding out. I lost like 100 followers the last few days because they found out that I don't know Star Wars, and I was like, oh.
I had a kid say, "I really like this guy." First comment in the video, he says, "I really like this guy. It reminds me of my grandpa." Thanks.
Yeah.
But
I also might be at that like midline, because like TikTok doesn't want so many people over 10,000 because then they can join the creator fund. And I've hit in this stagnant area for the last 2 weeks where none of my videos have reached over 1,000 views. Like I haven't been getting as many followers, and I think it's because it's really close to 10,000.
That's probably why. Where are you sitting at?
I'm sitting at 7,300.
Damn.
You're not that close.
In TikTok world, that's tomorrow.
It just depends. You get all of a sudden it could happen. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I would say the last 5 days I've only increased following by like 50 people, whereas like 2 weeks ago I was getting like 1,000. I got like 1,000 new followers in 2 days.
That's crazy.
I don't think I've gained any in the last month that I have, but I'm not trying.
I'm trying. I gotta be like my sister. We're in competition right now. Sisters are always competing.
No, I ain't gained much.
What's a TikTok?
That thing you put in your mouth to refresh your breath.
That's what my mom was calling it. What? You post on TikTok? What?
TikTok. That's funny.
Hey guys, I'm gonna duck out.
See ya.
See you, Mark.
Sorry, we won't talk about the TikTok next time.
No, it's okay. I got a buddy upstairs hanging out and stuff, so I'm gonna run. So,
Adios. Have a good evening.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
he's got to cut him down before he smells and get him out into the garbage. Anyway.
Is this Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that with the T-Rex? The tan.
That's Jurassic. It is.
So it holds down the T-Rex. Is that what these bars are for?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
It took me a minute, and I was like, "Oh,
that's an old joke. I like it."
Good job, buddy.
I got 2 of that sex. I need more T-Rexes.
Interesting.
We need more cowbell. There's a T-Rex right there.
I got a fever.
I got a cowbell like right down there, but a floor down.
I need a cowbell.
My brother's a drummer, and we had to make it more exciting. So.
Oh, absolutely.
What kind of a drummer? I mean, what does he like to play or listen?
Marching band? What are you thinking?
So we were both in jazz band. He was in the bad jazz band. I was in the good bad jazz band. So I make fun of him for that, but it's just because there was a better drummer than he was. But like, there's no bass players, so I win. Or rather, no bass players who want to get up at like 6 in the morning.
So why was that a thing? Like my high school jazz band, like we had to wake up at 5:30 to get there at 5:45 to warm up and practice at 6, and nobody wanted to do it. So I was the only jazz violinist, and I got made fun of so hard.
Yo,
like,
that's rad.
They were like, jazz violin, like who does that? And I was like, me.
Only cool people do it.
I'm trying to learn how to improvise, and all the band people were like, no, violins can't be in jazz band. And I was like,
yeah,
Just because band people are mean.
Yeah,
they're like jocks, but they're really awkward.
It's true. I was both.
Nice. It was weird because I was the orchestra kid in the band because I played upright bass. So.
Oh, nice.
Just be notified that in every environment there are always bullies. Doesn't matter what you're in. There's always bullies.
Yeah, I get bullied by a 12-year-old, and I feel great.
Would you rather be one of them or get bullied?
I'd rather be bullied because it's funny. It's like, you're bullying me because I don't have a boyfriend. That's what happened the other day. Like, I was like, I'm not going to answer that question. And they just kept spamming my chat. And I was like, okay, bye. Oh my gosh.
Well, let's just say this: when in the school I went to, there was like one guy on a lower social popularity level than me, so that was the guy I could pick on or not treat so nice and everything. I found out a lot now, 20 years later, he's like a championship, like rodeo sharpshooter. He competes when he rides on horses and shoots his 6 guns and blows balloons and whatever targets up. I am not doing my class reunions ever because he's going to ride up and put me down. Not happening.
More than likely, Chris, he's probably reached that point in his life where he's not going to shoot you. He's going to look at you and he's going to feel sorry for you because you had to pick on somebody else because something was wrong in your life, and you said you had to look down on someone else. And he's probably reached a higher plateau than you, and will forgive you.
No, actually, I talked to him, but no, if we've always worried that he would, not be so nice and do things anyway. So,
a couple years ago, it was my 10-year high school anniversary, and we had won a whole bunch of money to have an anniversary. So, like, we won $50,000 for the future to like have this big blowout thing. And I remember getting the invite and someone contacting me on Facebook. And they were like, totally come to the 10-year anniversary. We got you. A, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't like you in high school. Like, why would I want you? And B, I was like, haha, wait till you hear where I'm at. I'm living in Berlin, Germany, so I can't go. What are you doing with your life? Oh, you got 2 kids already in a house? I'm traveling around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Caddy Matty. All right. I'll be here all night, folks. Thank
the Caddy Matty with the fatties.
There it is. I love it.
Hey, can I show you guys something that I built and I built?
Absolutely.
All right.
Hang on, I forgot I'm on the. Are you thinking or what are you doing?
There it is.
What is this?
Oh, it's that Space Miners thing.
Yeah, it's Space Engineers.
It's like Minecraft, but better graphics.
Space. Yeah.
And space.
And Jeff keeps spamming me on Facebook Messenger pictures of this, and it's killing me because I really want to play this.
I'm on top of my space aircraft carrier right now.
Cool. Is that a Star Fury you made?
Yes.
I thought you said Star Furry.
Same thing.
Different game.
Let's just avoid that other game.
Dana, that's not a game.
Anyway, yeah. That's what the people downtown tell me it is, and that's what I'm calling it.
What do they know?
Anyway, I just had to show it to you guys because I know y'all appreciate space.
That's very cool.
So wait a minute, is that game only available on Xbox
and PC?
Oh, okay.
If only
Not that
Dana
you'll
had a
ever buy
PC.
I'm in the middle.
Well, at the moment, I'm thinking the fact that I have a Mac and I have a PlayStation. So
You're out of luck for Mac. I think there's a Mac version.
Or there might be. I've also got a crossover, which allows me to install PC games. So,
yeah,
We won't hold that against you.
I actually had a story that I started putting together about how society was broken up, how PCs are broken up, and where there's the overlorded Microsoft, and they've colluded with the Macintosh Apple side, and then the freedom fighters are all running on Linux and stuff like that. So, yeah, it works.
You got a bunch of libertarians on Amigas. Is that what's going on? I don't know.
Exactly. Well, they're running they're running their own compiled kernel off a flavor of Unix in some way, shape, or form.
Sounds like too much effort.
That's usually
There's no effort. It writes itself. I mean,
sounds a little bit like alcohol, but
I'm not saying that's where it started, but
that's where it ended up.
I hate to be a bummer, but I have to go because my mom needs to use my computer to try to get a COVID vaccine. That's her number one priority, and I took my computer from her for this time.
Maddie, congratulations on being the first person to leave our stuff because of their mom. So but we hope you can find something. Hopefully that works out. So
yeah, hopefully she can get one soon because they just opened it up to daycare providers in the state of Ohio. So that's good news on our part.
Yeah.
That means one person out of us will get vaccinated. So
well, I do hope she's able to do that. But I mean, I really do hope she's able to do it. My dad got his second shot, so I'm excited about that. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy. But
Shot.
Yeah, we gotta get those shots. Yeah. All right, but I'll see you on Thursday-ish.
Thursday. See you
Okay.
Thursday.
Are you coming tonight, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'll be here at 9.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact.
I see you go have a second dinner.
Oh yeah, isn't Brick Place is on at 9? Oh,
Yeah.
then I should really get going. Okay, I'll see
Right.
you. Bye.
Maddie, don't forget, and maybe you send out an extra link to somebody.
Oh yeah. Oh, Brick Pit. Yeah. Okay.
You already forgot again. Good job. Brick Pit. Nah.
All right. Hey, but that does remind, we are at almost 2 hours, believe it or not. This has gone by really fast and been a lot of fun. So
That's what she said. Sorry.
I just wait till the morning. I got a counseling session to do at 10. Chris, I need you to come into my office. We need to have a chat.
I waited till nobody's watching.
Truth. Not now. Yeah, we're going to cut it off right here. Thank y'all for coming by today and hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. Fun opening up some new sets and showing that off and just having some general chats. Appreciate all of you, both of you, Jeffs. Thank you for joining us. Will, say hello to your dad. Hope he's well. And Brick Smith, whatever. And Matt and Dana, thank y'all for being here and everybody else that was here today. Have a great night. We'll see you hopefully on Thursday. Bye.